Well, hello guys. Today we're at another historic site here in Melbourne Beach, and this one has a little bit of a story behind it. So come on and listen to the story that I'm going to tell you about the old pier and railway that used to be here. Let's go! At a spot where you can stop for about 30 minutes and look here at the beach right here in Melbourne Beach, almost to where India Atlantic is at. But this used to be the site that a railway connected the beach over to the pier, and this was called the Melbourne and Atlantic Railroad. It was built back in 1889, and this is a historic replica that was placed here in 2006. The railroad ran the length of Ocean Avenue out onto the pier. This is a little bit more information. Pause now for more details. At the ocean end of the track stood a bathhouse. This is where the Sand on the Beach restaurant now stands. The Melbourne and Atlantic Railroad ran west with just one push car. So right up there is where I just took the video from the beach side that showed you the railroad lines. And the railway used to travel along this road right down here to the pier. And this was long before there was going to be any bridges that were connecting the mainland to the barrier island. So the pier served as a way for goods and people to travel back and forth over to the mainland and here to the barrier island. And the pier is still here, but not functioning as a ferry site anymore, because they used to have regular ferry traffic that would travel to the pier, but it's pretty much the same footprint. And then all around it here is some of the historical houses, the Ryckman house, and there's some city parks and things that are here that you can come and enjoy and take advantage of. Just know that animals are prohibited in the park, and this is pay for parking here. But this is one of the better places in Melbourne Beach to come and get some beautiful pictures of the sunset. But let's come over here and look at the pier. And here's a good view of the pier, and you can see it extending out there. And I'm going to compare it to some old historical photos of it when it was used as for ferry transport. And they used to have push carts that people would ride on the railroad. And here you can see is another replica of the original 1889 Melbourne and Atlantic Railroad line, and you can see that it ends right here at the end of that street, where on the other side I took pictures of what was up there on the beach. The aim of the early settlers here in Melbourne Beach was to start a pineapple agriculture system. But then the freeze of 1894 destroyed all of the pineapple crops that were here. In 1909, a company called the Melbourne Beach Improvement Company, which was formed by some of the founding fathers, started the task of rebuilding the pier and the railroad. This is a great place to come and look for manatees, especially in the wintertime. this area is known a lot for its wildlife preservation. It's also a inland navigation district with the intercoastal waterway here. And this is the Indian River. And now you can see that they have causeways, several causeways that actually cross over. That one right there is Highway 192 that takes you over to downtown Melbourne. But it's a pretty long pier, still the original footprint. So this is just an interesting glimpse back into the history of Melbourne Beach and the Melbourne Beach Pier.
Hello friends, and thanks for giving us your time. And please drop us a comment because we just love getting those. But more importantly, keep going out and exploring. Life matters. We hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.